What's going on, guys? It's your boy Steven again, and welcome back to Showdown episode 10. We've reached 10 episodes. It's a nice milestone to reach. If you like this series, leave a comment down below. Definitely do that. What team you like the most potentially, or what set you want to see the most on the Showdown series. I've got my UU team up right now. In the last episode we had a tough time with Blissey. I really wanted to showcase that video, as I said in the description, because it really showcased a need for a better Blissey counter, and I have absolutely shot that thing out with my latest addition. We have dropped Magneton and we have added Doublade with the Eviolite. This thing absolutely shuts Blissey out in any potential way, because it's a steel ghost type. It cannot get toxic by Blissey, and it cannot get seismic tossed. Both typings give the immunity to those moves. So all Blissey can do is wish. And if he wants to wish, I can start SDing in Blissey's face and potentially get a sweep or at least dent the team with SDing Doublade. So with that all being out of the way, with the team builder, we are gonna try and jump in a battle, and hopefully our opponent brings a Blissey so we can absolutely showcase why I've added Doublade to the team and why we needed that thing so badly. So we are waiting for a battle. This guy has finally showed up. He's got no Blissey, he's got probably Mega Aerodactyl. Manectric could be Mega Manectric as well. He's got the Nihilego, he's got Heracross, Scizor, and Latios. So most of the time people lead off with the Aerodactyl. So I think I'm gonna lead off with Volcanion. He does lead off with the Aerodactyl. To be honest, do I want to catch a Stone Edge to the face? Probably not. But I'm not sure if he's going to Stone Edge. He could just set up Rock. So I'm going to Steam Eruption. He Stealth Rocks, and I'm going to blow this thing back. He has Sash. Can we get the burn? We cannot. I'm going to go out into Gligar. So he's running Mega Manectric and not Mega Aerodactyl. We get the prediction here. And I'm gonna knock off. No, I'm not gonna defog or stealth rock myself just yet. So we have gotten rid of this thing. What's he gonna bring in now? I mean, he doesn't really have the greatest of responses. He could have HP Ice on Nihilego potentially, could have Ice Beam on Latias, but that's about it. He goes out into Scizor. Okay, so he could potentially have knockoff, or he's just gonna SD. Gonna knock off his Metal Coat. He's gonna U-turn into Heracross. This thing is Flame Orbed, so he has Guts. So there's no point in me going for knockoff, because I'm not really gonna do anything. I'm gonna go out into the Doublade. He's gonna knock off, which is pretty fucking bad for me. He could just knock off again. But if he's not gonna close combat, I think. And he's not gonna outspeed the Rakion. But I'm not sure I can kill him with a Rock Slide or with a close combat itself. I think I'm gonna go back out into Gligar, but Gligar can't really do anything and he's just gonna knock off. So we're in a bit of a tough spot right now, and I don't want to give up my Doublade because it absolutely checks the Latias. He's knocked off my Eviolite. I'm gonna Roost. He's gonna Facade and kill me. Okay, that's gonna give me the free opportunity to go out into my Mega Pidgeot. We are not gonna get rid of the Rocks though. He's gonna go out into Nihilego, of course. Could have just U-turned and predicted this thing. He's probably gonna Power Gem, but Terrakion pretty much can handle anything that thing wants to throw at me. HP Ice is not going to do anything. Power Gem is going to be resisted. Grass Knot is going to be a heavy hit. Is he Choice Scarfed? That is the question. He's not Choice Scarfed. We're going to get a close combat off on this Latias. And unfortunately we are going to have to let Terrakion go down because rocks are up and we're not going to be able to do anything to this thing. I'm going to Swords Dance. See what this thing wants to do. He's going to Psyshock. SDing in his face. He's gonna Psyshock again. He's probably gonna try and put us in range for Bullet Punch. But we get rid of the Latias. He's gonna go out into Scizor. I'm gonna Shadow Sneak. Bullet Punch apparently has priority over that. I am gonna go out into Volcanion. He is probably gonna go out into the Manectric or the Heracross. Could also go Nihilego if he wants to be ballsy and predict my Steamer option. It's gonna go out to Heracross. That thing would have died. Gonna go out into Sylveon. He could knock off again. He Facades. But he's gonna go down to Burn anyway. So he kills my Sylveon. That Mega Manectric is probably his way to deal with me right now. Yeah, he's gonna go out into it right now. Is he gonna Volt Switch? You know, he just T-Bolts and he's gonna win the game with the Mega Manectric. So unfortunately, we are not gonna be able to showcase my Blissey response. Okay guys, we've got ourselves a battle. Again, there is no Blissey. Volcanion, Mega Altaria, Swampert, Amoonguss, Scizor, and Togekiss. He probably leads the Swampert. In which case I am going to lead Gligar. He actually leads Volcanion, which is fine by me. He's gonna Toxic. I've got immunity. I'm gonna knock off his lefties. I'm gonna Stealth Rock. He Toxics again for some reason. Okay, Steamer options this time. I'm gonna knock off again. If he doesn't go for Flamethrower, we're fine, but I'm not going to be able to do enough damage back to that thing, and I don't want Volcanion getting Toxicked. He Flamethrowers, which we cannot tank, unfortunately. He outsped my Gligar. My Gligar was at 206 speed, so he's probably running quite a bit of speed. I'm gonna go out into Volcanion. I mean, Swampert is a pretty safe switch. Gonna Rock Slide. Let's see how much damage this does. That does absolutely 0. He's probably going to EQ. He Toxics, in fact. So I could have gotten a big hit off. I'm gonna Hurricane. That's a 2-hit KO. He Stealth Rocks. And my Gligar is gone. I'm just gonna Hurricane again. Get rid of this Swampert because it's a pretty difficult thing to deal with on my team because I don't have any grass type moves. He's gonna go out into Volcanion, surprisingly enough. He protects. So we've seen his entire set, so it's Toxic, Protect, Steamer option, Flamethrower. I'm just gonna Hurricane and blow this thing back. I have to Roost. He goes out into Scizor. probably bullet punches me. Okay, he bullet punches me, which is fine. I'm gonna go out into Volcanion, and I'm gonna click substitute. This thing U-turns, does not break my sub, and he's got himself a problem right now. Let's see, he goes out into the Togekiss, in fact. I'm gonna Toxic this thing. He could have Heal Bell, but I'm not sure that he has the space on his team to fit Heal Bell on. I'm gonna go out into Doublade. I know this thing gets Flamethrower, but at the moment, not too worried about that. A non-stab Flamethrower is, of course, not gonna do enough. He Heal Bells, and I'm gonna Iron Head this thing. It's gonna take big damage. He's gonna switch out right now. Could go Amoonguss. He Air Slashes. And he flinches me. Okay, so he wants to play the flinch game. ISD. And I'm just gonna Shadow Sneak right now. That does not do enough, but at least we have that going for us. Do I SD again? I'm just gonna Shadow Sneak, get rid of this thing. You can go out into Scissor and Bullet Punch, but I don't think that that is gonna do enough damage to me. And I'm not gonna mess around with this thing, to be honest. I just see no reason. He could Spore, in fact. I'm gonna go out into Sylveon. He Spores, that's exactly what I thought he was gonna do. So we didn't want to get our Sylveon, we didn't want to get our Volcanion put to sleep. He goes out into the Scizor, which is great, because a Bullet Punch is not going to kill me. I'm going to Flamethrower and blow this Scizor back. And we are sitting at a very comfortable position right now. He goes out into the Altaria. I'm just going to click Toxic on this thing. He EQs and does not kill me because it's non-stab, he's not boosted or anything, so that's great. So if he wants to EQ and kill me, that's fine. He Dragon Dances, in fact. I'm gonna Steam Eruption, get some more damage off on this thing. And he is gonna die in 2 turns, so that's great. He Roosts, okay. Gonna Flamethrower, it's not gonna do that much, but at this point the Toxic is just wearing him down. He is 25% that he's gonna take on the following turn. I've got Shadow Sneak as well. He's gonna kill me, so I can just revenge with Doublade. And I think we are slowly getting towards the end of this battle. He's going to forfeit. Unfortunately, he's not going to grant us the victory, but we outplayed him there pretty decently. So I'm pretty satisfied with that battle, with how that went. We absolutely played the things we needed to play. And we didn't make any wrong decisions, or not that many. He's going with Mega Sceptile, Zorora, Chandelure, Hippowdon, Tentacruel, and Hydreigon. So he's probably gonna lead Hippowdon to just set rocks, I guess. I think I'm just gonna lead Mega Pidgeot and Hurricane that thing. If he leads the Tentacruel, then that's fine too. He leads the Tentacruel. I'm going to straight off the bat go out with a Hurricane. This Tentacruel was probably the counter Gligar lead to potentially Rapid Spin Rocks or set Toxic Spikes. He's gonna switch out into the Zorora. Okay, so I take 50% off this thing. Quite surprised that he went Zorora, to be honest. I'm gonna go out into Gligar, see what this thing wants to do. He Plasma Fists, which I have immune to. I'm going to knock off if he wants to make the hard switch into Tentacruel to Rapid Spin. He does. Knock off this thing's Black Sludge. I'm gonna go out into Volcanion. He's gonna Toxic Spikes. Was kind of expecting that, to be honest. I'm going to Steam Eruption, see what we can do to this thing. We get the burn, which is nice. We do 30%. I think I'm just gonna sub. He Acid Sprays, which lowers my defenses. Unfortunately, he outsped me there. So he's probably gonna break my sub. I'm going to Flamethrower. He Acid Sprays, and that actually fades my sub now. So I think I'm gonna go out into Doublade. He's immune to Toxic Spikes and immune to his Acid Spray. And I can just Shadow Sneak this thing. And kill. Probably brings in the Hydreigon if I had to guess. Or he Powdon. He brings in the Chandelure. I'm just going to Shadow Sneak this thing. Take 73. Take this thing back to 63%. He Flamethrowers and kills me. Did not expect that. He is Life Orbed, but I didn't expect that. I'm gonna go out into Gligar. And I think I'm just gonna Defog and get these Toxic Spikes off before I cannot do that anymore. How do I outspeed this thing? This thing is absolutely running 0 speed then. He's just gonna Flamethrower again. I'm going to go out into my Special Wall Sylveon. See how well he takes that. He goes out into the Hydreigon, which is, in my opinion, a pretty decent switch on my behalf. He's gonna U-turn. Who's he gonna go out into? Powdon? Potentially? Chandelure. I'm gonna blow this thing back. Wow, he actually lives that. But what does he have? He doesn't really have anything for me, I think. Chandelure does not get Sludge Wave or Sludge Bomb, so I can just easily stay in. He is of course going to take a chunk out of me. I'm going to live that Flamethrower pretty easily. That did 45%, and we are going to sit at 52 after lefties. So Hydreigon and Sceptile, I probably need to keep Sylveon for those two. He's gonna bring Hydreigon back in. I mean, getting Rocks up would be nice to wear down the Zorora and potentially the Hydreigon, which could be Scarfed U-turn. I mean, Volcanion is just such a beast, so I don't really want to sack that thing off. What does he go for here? I'm gonna go out into Terrakion. He Steel Wings. So this thing is physical. So if he is Scarfed, I can easily go out into Gligar. He's gonna switch and go out into the Powdon. I'm just gonna Roost. This thing could Whirlwind me, but I'm gonna Roost first. He Stealth Rocks. Okay. I'm going to knock off. See if this thing has lefties. Yep. He Whirlwinds me. So this thing is going to be pretty phasey. So he's probably going to just keep Whirlwinding or EQing. I'm going to Hyper Voice and blow this thing back to 50%. He's gonna Toxic me. I'm just gonna Heal Bell. He could Whirlwind. I hope he Whirlwinds, to be honest. He slacks off, okay. And Sand is now gone. I am going to Calm Mind. I hope he doesn't Whirlwind. He does, unfortunately. Puts me back out into Gligar. I'm going to defog again. So this thing doesn't have an offensive move. And he goes for the Toxic, so that's great. I'm going to Stealth Rock myself. And he's going to Whirlwind me, and he brings me out into Terrakion, which I kind of don't want to be in. But he can't touch me. He can just set rocks, but he can't do anything. He could Toxic me. I don't think I'm going to be able to do much to this thing, so I'm just going to go out into Mega Pidgeot. He Toxics me, which is fine. I'm not going to work up because he can just Whirlwind me, and to be honest, I think he just sets rocks first before he is going to Whirlwind me out, and he's going to hit himself in Confusion, which is nice for me. So I can just Hurricane again, get rid of this Hippowdon. He is going to outspeed me with all his Pokemon, because I think that's a Scarfed Hydreigon, and Zorora naturally outspeeds me already. I'm just going to go out into Gligar, see what he has. He has Close Combat, that does absolutely 0. I'm just going to Roost. So as long as I can keep my Gligar healthy, we are in a pretty decent position. He goes out into the Sceptile. I'm gonna go out into Sylveon. This thing Giga Drains, that's going to crit me, unfortunately, and he is going to be able to kill me here. But I don't think the Sceptile gets a boosting move. So how do I deal with this thing properly? I mean, Giga Drain is neutral. I'm gonna Toxic, I think, but am I gonna have enough turns to stall this thing out? Goes out into the Hydreigon, which is great for me. Is this thing packing EQ then? I'm gonna go out into Gligar. I'm not gonna mess around with this thing because I haven't seen his set. He outrages, so that's probably a decent decision for me. Unfortunately, I do not have Sylveon anymore, but I'm just gonna Roost until he gets confused. And the Toxic is wearing him down. He is not confused yet, and he's locked into the Outrage. He is now confused. So he's either Banded or he is Choice Scarfed. So if he stays in one more turn, he does not. He goes back out into the Sceptile. He's probably going to Giga Drain again, if I had to guess. But I do not outspeed with Pidgeot, so even if I switch into Pidgeot on the Giga Drain, he is still going to outspeed me and kill me with a Dragon Pulse. So I need to get a Rock Polish up with the Terrakion. But I don't think I'll be able to do that under any circumstances. He's gonna have to fumble something. And still, I mean, Sceptile kills me with Giga Drain, Zorora kills me with Close Combat or with Plasma Fists, and Hydreigon kills me with Steel Wing or Outrage. So I'm in a pretty difficult position right now. I think I'm gonna sack Terrakion. If I were to get a Rock Polish off, I would have been able to just sweep, but I don't think I cannot get one up. That's the problem. I can't get one up. He Leaf Storms and he misses. I'm going to Steam Eruption, which is a big misplay. I'm gonna burn him though, which is great. But I should have Flamethrower because that's neutral. I'm going to Flamethrower now. He's going to Giga Drain. He's going to try and outstall me that way. We do take a big chunk off him, and he has... So if we didn't misplay on the first turn, we were in a pretty great position. He Leaf Storms again and he kills me with that. Wow. The problem is I can't outspeed him with Pidgeot. That's the problem, I can't outspeed him with Pidgeot. He goes out into the Hydreigon, which is probably a misplay on my behalf, because he is going to be able to get a hit off on me. He's gonna crunch and he's gonna die from Toxic. And I am negative physical defense now. But the problem is I don't have anything that boosts my he's probably gonna Depulse, he's not gonna Dragon Pulse, but he is going to of course kill me with a Dragon Pulse on this turn, and we are going to lose this battle. He's gonna kill me with Dragon Pulse. I live the Dragon Pulse, but he is gonna be able to pick up the kill with Close Combat, I think. Or Grass Knot. This is coming down to the wire. So if I can just live one, we are gonna pick up the win, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. We absolutely managed to win that game. I'm absolutely shocked that we just won that game. Wow. That was absolutely fantastic. Okay guys, thumbs up for that. I mean, that was an absolute amazing ending there. I really thought I was out there. Wow. And I managed to pull myself out of that situation. Wow guys, I'm absolutely baffled by that win. But that was a great game, so thumbs up for that. Leave a comment down below what you think about the Showdown series, what you think about the Doublade, Blissey counter, and I will see you in another video, in a future video. So thanks for watching guys. My name is Steven, and we will see you in another video. So bye.